As laity, should we switch our church over lack of adherence to practices or fight for the right practices in the one we're in? I'm considering switching to roll call for their adherence to practices. That's a general question. I really can't answer that. I don't know what practices you're referring to. If you're talking about, I don't know, adherences to, how we do the orthodoxia or the, koliva, or I don't know. And I'm probably not, but I'm talking about essential practices that touch on one's salvation. And there's people who are not following the holy tradition and not applying the medicine of the church. I mean, I think there's a case to be made. That's a problem, right? We need to deal with it. Whether you should stay there or not, it's really, you have to have discernment in every situation. I can't answer that. It's not something I would say, yeah, flee or don't flee. I don't know. That's something that case by case by case in each priest. I would hope to God that with patience, love, and perseverance, whatever the problem that you're facing, you can overcome. Somebody asked me, what do you do if a priest refuses, you want to be baptized and the priest refuses to baptize you? What do you do? I know of a case. I was actually talking to a bishop last week in one of the dioceses here, and he said to me, we have a case where a priest refuses to baptize somebody, and he's now 4 years a catechumen because he refuses to be received by any other means, and he wants to be baptized. And the priest says, no, I can't baptize you. So he didn't go to another church. He just stays and says, okay, when and if you're ready to baptize me, I'll be received. So he continues to go to church as a catechumen. I think he's going on 4 years. And of course, the question I think everybody would ask, well, why can't he just be baptized? Why would you insist on chrismation? What is the basis? There is absolutely no basis for that. There's zero basis for that. You can't have a policy which makes the exception the rule. It makes no sense. It's never been the case. And the rule cannot be anything but what the gospel teaches us. The gospel is the rule. And the gospel says to be baptized. So you must have another ecclesiology if you're refusing to baptize somebody who wants to be baptized. Because the economy is not meant to force somebody not to be baptized. Economy is just the opposite. When there is no way and no option, for whatever reason, which is a rare thing, but it's judged that the precept doesn't exist and economy must be applied because otherwise there'll be a damage to one's salvation for some reason or another, right? It's all about salvation. So economy has to be the last resort. It's an exception to the rule. And it's never imposed. You don't impose economy across the board, a policy. We don't do X for anybody and everyone. That can't be economy. You're no longer economizing. It's totally a travesty, and it's an undoing of the meaning of economy, and the purpose and the practice of economy is undone. It's not economy anymore, right? It's not the exception, it's not the discerning application in particular circumstances anymore. So this person is sitting there waiting 3.5 years until the priest will baptize him. And then there's others who say, okay, well, I'm going to go to another parish. I can't make that decision for you. I don't know what to tell you. You have to make that decision. All I can do here is present what the fathers teach, and then each one of us in each circumstance has to walk by the discernment and by the guidance of spiritual father and much prayer.